Modification overview on a modified Retaliator. The project goal of this Retaliator was to make sure anybody who does not want to use flywheels has a performance blaster that they can use in a Nerf war. This blaster has the modifications I would recommend to anybody who wants to use a Springer, essentially. So what makes this blaster great, it has pump action, magazines, it performs well, and it has a comfortable stock and overall feel. Going over the modifications, or replacement parts rather. First is a worker pump action kit installed on the Retaliator. This is specifically designed for the Retaliator. It rides on the Retaliator rail under here, and then has a metal bar connecting to the the bolt sled. Attached is the optional foregrip. I would not recommend using the worker pump grip without the foregrip because it's metal and sort of small in the length here. So the pump grip makes it, or sorry, the foregrip makes it very fast and very comfortable to use. However, this does mean the barrel extension has to stay on. The pump grip is disabling the take-off ability of that because it is bolted into the bolt sled right there. The top rail here no longer primes the blaster. This is JB welded in place, and that's function is only to hold optics if you want that. Internal modifications are very simple. I took out the 2 trigger locks and then I threw in an Orange ModWorks 5 kilogram spring. Taking out the air restrictor on Elite blasters really isn't beneficial. Pumping up the spring absolutely is. So I'm shooting about 90 to 95 feet per second on these mods, and it's extremely fast. And again, that was the project goal. Make a spring blaster war practical. It doesn't shoot, exceeding 115 feet per second, but on a plunger volume of this size, you have to crank up the spring to the point where it really slows down your rate of fire. For a high power build like that, I'd recommend a long shot or something with a larger amount of air volume. The Retaliator is great for a hybrid of high speed and decent range. Compared, of course, to highly modified blasters. If you're playing with stock guys, you're going to wreck them with something like this. Then moving back, this is a worker stock. This is not a Nerf stock, but it is compatible with Nerf blasters. It has the same attachment here. The blue color, as I mentioned in my worker stock review, is not perfect. You can definitely tell they are different, but from like this far away, it looks like a Nerf stock. You can't really tell. $89, duplicate $89, $90, $92, $97 feet per second. As you can see, shoots about 90 to 95 feet per second, which is a little bit under a flywheel gun with, say, 3 or 4 IMRs or trust fires. But it still performs much better than its stock form, which is about 70 feet per second. However, beyond the range boost, the rate of fire has gone up substantially, and not just the rate of fire alone, but the lack of jams. And when you're top feeding like this, it's just ridiculous. Holding pump action is a much more comfortable, tactical way to play with a Nerf gun. So rate of fire, stupid fast with the pump grip. You're shooting faster with the upgraded spring, and the worker stock is my favorite stock, and I really like how it matches, well, blue to blue, so sort of matches. So it's very comfortable, an appropriate length, and very stable. So overall, very happy with the project. The reason I'm making a video on this blaster, even though I didn't paint it, is because this is going to be a reoccurring item in my web store. I am selling these on unicorntactical.com, my web store, link in the description box below. If you don't want to use a flywheel blaster, this is a great option. It performs well, it shoots fast, and the rate of fire is great, and it's really comfortable. And if you don't like the blue one, I also have it in white. So if you like the XD Retaliator or the blue Retaliator, both have a corresponding worker stock. So very cool. I think they both look really neat. They have the same internal modifications on the web store. The only difference is the color, and of course the XD line, as I showed in a different video, means nothing. It's just a repaint. The XD doesn't shoot any better than the old blue one. So those are the modified Retaliators. If you'd like to purchase one, check the sales link in the description box below or go to unicorntactical.com. Thanks for watching.